women's safety, be it at home or at the workplace, has never been on the front burner as firmly as it was after December 16th, just over a year ago. But of course, many would argue, has anything really changed? We are here at JNU with a group of students, all with very strong views on issues like this and a whole lot more. Let's get them talking on what they believe has happened. Aparna, the cynics, of course, say that there was such an outcry. India protested like never before. They were out there. We were all out there on the streets with our vigils. But a few weeks later, a few months later, in fact, more like it, fresh figures began coming in to say how little had actually changed on the ground. How would you sort of view the whole context? Of course, you were not going to bring in change overnight, but do you believe that a beginning at least was made on December 16th?
First of all, the fact that so many cases are being reported. I mean, on one hand, it is extremely saddening that so many cases are happening.
Right.
But on the other hand, there's one silver lining in that, the fact that people are looking at cases as something very obviously wrong and are reporting them.
I will not stay quiet anymore. I will go
Right.
out there.
I mean, earlier, all of this was happening, but it was so consensual. Not consensual, but in the sense that it
There
was
was a conspiracy of silence around
silence,
it.
right? So the fact that these cases are being reported is a silver lining. Secondly, yes, there is a very, very long way to go, because we see things around us even today. We saw the case that happened in Munirka recently, when all of us,
Right.
I mean, several organizations from JNU itself, we from the SFI went and protested. The police did not file a report for like good
Right.
12 hours. And following which, there was an uproar from the students in JNU. We went to the Parliament Street, we went to the Raisina Hill, we protested, and the police brutally lathi charged on us. We saw what kind of character the police had there, because they were saying all kinds of gender insensitive things. They were abusing women, they were hitting women, they were kicking women in the breasts. So, I mean, there is a very, very long way to go. But surely the only, the good thing here is that there is at least now a discourse that that rape should not happen, that it is a very clear violation of human rights, more than just a sexual assault. It is of course that, but it's a clear violation of human rights, and women, it's high time that be treated like humans.
Right, and that we will not sit quiet anymore. That being very important. How do you see this? It would be, of course, very cliched saying, how do men see this entire discourse? But you're here, you've been very actively involved yourself in all that's been happening around you. Do you believe that, when we talk about change, we have taken some baby steps, made some beginning?
Yeah, I think I would continue where Aparna left off. Post 16 December and the events that happened, we also saw the Justice Verma Committee recommendations coming in, which were quite progressive. A lot of aspects of it were progressive, and definitely this discourse has come in. When you see it as a clear violation of human rights, when you see the attack on the body, it's beyond. It's just not an assault on the body, but it's beyond that.
Yeah. On the soul.
But is our society still patriarchal? Yes. I mean, is patriarchy ingrained in a lot of our social structures? It is. And is there a need for sensitization? Is there a need for some sort of political education? And that is, I think, where when we talk about politics on JNU or the culture of JNU, I think it's something very heartening is that we have institutional mechanisms over here. People are talking about it, and more, in the entire national discourse,
this has now become
this question has become a very important thing. I mean, take the recent Prevention of Sexual Harassment at the Workplace Act, for example. I mean, legislation.
Right.
There are certain aspects which are
But at
problematic,
least we are
but
sort
we
of
still
on-
are
on
talking
sort
about
of
it.
moving
And as a
towards
man, as a man
Right.
or men, or all these,
Right.
even these categories of male, female, gender,
Right.
even beyond that, in Delhi, for example, post this regressive Supreme Court judgment on 377, you see people, from all walks of life coming out
right,
and protesting, because the
right.
question is now on human rights, as
Right.
Aparna said.
Right, that's important. It is, of course, on human rights. Anubhuti, earlier cynics हमेशा कहेंगे that, like we were talking earlier about this conspiracy of silence. घर में कुछ होता था, so the girl would be told that बाहर बात नहीं जानी चाहिए. How will your sisters get married? What will family say? What will so and so say? What will society say? Etc. The cynics, of course, कहेंगे कि in such families, in such parts of India, there is no change. That change is a long way off. But do you believe that, when we start talking about it, when people like yourself, when students like this go back home, when I go back home and I say, this is what I'm hearing, that in the next few generations will perhaps begin to see these seeds of change?
I think we've already begun to see the seeds of change. I think winds of change have taken its course, and in a positive manner, in the sense that yes, a 16 December movement happened, but before that there were a lot of questions which were it was silenced.
Exactly, yeah.
Things
Brushed
like
under the carpet, that might talk.
LGBT के rights और oppression recognize होंगे कि नहीं. Lot of progressive groups also didn't take up.
Right.
And now यहाँ पर एक queer film festival हो रहा है. The LGBTs themselves are coming out on the streets.
And like the point that you
Likewise,
made, that
yeah.
when there's an issue like this, when there's an LGBT issue like this, there are all sorts of
and
people going. It's not their issue and our issue anymore.
Moreover, we see that there are lot of intercaste marriages. Khap panchayats ko the youth are actually बोल रहे हैं कि हमें we have the right to choose. हमें किससे शादी करनी है वो कोई और नहीं बताएगा. ये हमारा डिसीजन है कि हमें किससे शादी करनी है, हमें किससे प्रेम करना है, ये हमारा डिसीजन है. And lot of cases like one of my friends rightly pointed out, lot of cases are coming into the fray, कि into the limelight, कि भाई yes, on one hand ये इतने सारे cases report हो रहे हैं, which is unfortunate, but on the other hand,
women are coming forward,
women are
that
coming
itself
forward,
is,
and
right.
and with you also raised the question of men participating in
Correct.
the whole movement. We saw कि जो 16 December का पूरा movement हुआ, and after that lot of men alongside women,
Absolutely.
and the other genders as well,
Right.
all of us
Stood
came out
shoulder
on the
to shoulder, right, in
streets and
this.
raised the slogan of Azadi.
Right.
So that is it.
That of course is quite important. We were talking about earlier, coming back to this point, that it's not so much about ये आदमियों का issue है, ये औरत का issue है. Increasingly, this is of course a very valid point and a key change in the discourse that I see, that there are as many men today talking about the need for change and talking about the need to make sure that women are safe in their own country as there are women. Is this, you think, like a sea change, a big change?
Yeah, like Anubhuti said, in the last 60 December movement we saw there was a demand of the capital punishment. फांसी दो की मांग से बढ़ के जब हमने उस मूवमेंट को आगे बढ़ाया, जब हम उस मांग को लेकर गए कि नहीं, हमें फांसी देने से अलावा, उसके अलावा हमें एक जेंडर सेंसिटिव एक सोसाइटी चाहिए, ताकि एक स्त्री, ताकि एक लड़की रात को 2 बजे 3 बजे 4 बजे भी घर से बाहर निकल सके बिना किसी डर के, बिना किसी इस बात के डर के कि वो घर से बाहर निकलेगी उसके साथ क्या हो जाएगा, उसके साथ वो सड़क पे जाए, वो मेट्रो में जाए, वो रेलगाड़ी में जाए, बस में जाए, इस बात के डर से नहीं कि वो कहाँ जाए, उसके क्या हो, बल्कि हम ये चाहते हैं कि एक ऐसा समाज बने, एक ऐसे समाज में एक ऐसे अवेयरनेस हो, ताकि इस आपकी सुरक्षा की जरूरत ही ना हो. सरकार कहते हैं हम सुरक्षा देंगे, केजरीवाल ने कहा था उस समय दिल्ली सरकार ने कहा था हम सुरक्षा देंगे, उस समय सुरक्षा की डिमांड को लेकर कानून बनाने की बातें कही गई थी. लेकिन हम बात करते हैं सुरक्षा किसको दी जानी चाहिए. सुरक्षा उसको चाहिए होती है जो आप पे निर्भर होता है. हम ये नहीं मानते कि लड़कियां हम पे निर्भर हैं, हम मानते हैं कि लड़कियां स्वतंत्र रूप से खुद इंडिविजुअल रूप से आगे बढ़ सकती हैं, और उसके लिए सुरक्षा नहीं चाहिए बल्कि एक ऐसा अवेयरनेस चाहिए समाज में, ताकि बाकी
This is actually, I have to say, a very, very important point. Who are we seeking security from and why? लेकिन फिर बहुत सारे लोग ये सवाल पूछेंगे कि actually यहाँ पे बैठ के, JNU में बैठ के, दिल्ली में, in the heart, JNU में बैठ के, it's all well to say कि किससे सुरक्षा चाहिए, कहाँ से चाहिए. But on the ground, in that tiny, wherever that girl has to go, she can't step out of the house because उसको लगता है कि वो बिल्कुल safe नहीं है, वो घर के अंदर भी safe नहीं है in very many situations. So आपको क्या लगता है that this debate, the way we see it, is limiting in a sense?
See, that is not true actually. JNU को जो हमेशा दिखाया जाता है कि ये cocoon है, island है, यहाँ पे बाहर के issues नहीं है, that is not true.
Actually, I meant it more as in a progressive way and not so much as an island.
I kind of want to address that because that change starts from here. Sure, this is a very progressive campus. But I'm saying that there are issues here as well. For example, recently we have seen many cases in which there were cases of sexual harassment against influential professors, and there were many attempts by the administration to shield those professors. So these issues exist here as well. But the point is of social change. I mean, social change, हाँ, अभी आप कह सकते हैं कि बाहर ये issue है, लेकिन security ठीक है. Security को हम ज़्यादा currency इसलिए नहीं देते हैं क्योंकि आप देखिए जैसे कश्मीर में क्या हो रहा है. आफ्सपा के अंदर जब हमने इतना power दे दिया है आर्मी को, तो आर्मी has itself turned अग्रेसर और द पुलिस फॉर दैट मैटर, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है। अगर आप ज़्यादा, जैसे बोल रहे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी ने भी बीच में बोला था कि आप कमांडो फोर्स ले आइए, कमांडो फोर्स खुद भी अग्रेसर बन सकती है अगर उनके पास इतनी पावर हो। मोहल्ला सभा की बात होती है।
So what is the solution?
सोल्यूशन ये है, सोल्यूशन है सामाजिक बदलाव। देखिए, जैसे जो मैं पॉइंट बोल रही थी उसको फिनिश करते हुए, कि जैसे आपने आम आदमी पार्टी ने ये भी एक फॉर एग्जांपल दिया था कि मोहल्ला सभा का, मोहल्ला सभा भी, उस पर भी तो सवाल उठाना ज़रूरी है ना। मोहल्ला सभा कोई डेमोक्रेटिक चीज़ है नहीं, उसमें महिलाएं कहीं पर नहीं है, उसमें जो सिर्फ लैंडलॉर्ड्स है उसमें टेनेंट्स कहीं पर नहीं है, उसमें इमिग्रेंट्स कहीं पर नहीं है, उसमें लोअर कास्ट्स कहीं पर नहीं है, जो सिर्फ लैंड ओनिंग कास्ट्स हैं वो है। ये सारी चीज़ें हैं। तो सामाजिक बदलाव के तौर पे, मतलब जो मैं कह रही हूँ, तो सामाजिक बदलाव वो आएगा, जो आप कह रही हैं कि टाइम लगेगा, ज़रूर लगेगा। जैसे बहुत सारी, इवन लेफ्ट में भी बहुत सारी ऐसी पार्टीज़ थी जो बहुत समय तक, इवन जो मतलब जो एक दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट का बहुत प्रोग्रेसिव जजमेंट था जिसने डिक्रिमिनलाइज किया सेम सेक्स रिलेशंस को, उससे पहले बहुत सारी लेफ्ट पार्टीज़ भी इसको सपोर्ट नहीं करती थी। मतलब हम लोग तो काफ़ी टाइम से ये नारा उठा रहे हैं, जैसे आयसा का, एपवा का बहुत पहले से इस पर बहुत क्लियर स्टैंड था, लेकिन और भी महिला संगठन हैं जो कि लेफ्ट के हैं और बहुत बड़े संगठन थे, वो भी काफ़ी समय तक इसको उठा नहीं रहे थे। अब तो इस इशू को हर कोई अप्रोप्रिएट करने की कोशिश करेगा। 377 क्योंकि अब पॉपुलर इशू बन गया है, विच इज़ अ गुड थिंग, विच इज़ नॉट अ बैड थिंग,
As long as it helps the cause, the eventual goal at the end of the day.
But this is also social change. Like even the left is
That's
not
an
a
important
homogeneous
point.
entity. Social change is happening even within the political
Right.
activists.
That's of course another important point. Sandeep, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
एक तो बात यह है कि 16 दिसंबर के बाद कम से कम मध्य वर्ग में, शहरी मध्य वर्ग में जेंडर हरासमेंट या महिलाओं का सवाल एक मुद्दा बना है बातचीत करने का। ये एक कदम आगे सोसाइटी बढ़ी है बातचीत करने का। सरकार उस पर कितना एक्शन लिया कितना नहीं, ये तो बात की बात है, लेकिन वो हमारे आम दिन के बातचीत का एक इशू है, ये रिकॉग्नाइज हम लोग करते हैं। शहरी मध्य वर्ग के अंदर ये हुआ। दूसरी बात, उस मूवमेंट के जो कुछ महत्वपूर्ण डिमांड्स थे उसमें कुछ फुलफिल हुए। जैसे उसमें मांग की गई थी कि 2 फिंगर टेस्ट रेप के बाद उस पर तत्काल रोक लगाई जानी चाहिए, और फाइनली कुछ दिन पहले सरकार ने उस पर एक्शन लिया। एक ये बात हुई। दूसरा जो रेप का डिफिनीशन था कि
That is of course very important, changing the definition of rape.
वो
right?
रेप का डिफिनीशन जो हम लोग उस मूवमेंट के तहत कह रहे थे,
जी,
उस रेप के डिफिनीशन में वो तमाम सारी चीज़ें लाई गई जो बहुत ज़रूरी था, है ना, कि अब सिर्फ पेनिट्रेशन ही रेप के अंडर में नहीं आएगा, बल्कि उस तरह की हर चीज़ आएंगी जो दंगे के समय जो आमतौर पर महिलाओं को जो झेलना पड़ता है। एक ये बात हुई। लेकिन जो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण सवाल है वो ये है कि जो सबसे बड़ी बात बल्कि सवाल है, वो बड़ा सवाल ये है कि अगर कहीं पे इस तरह की घटना होती है, कोई मामला पुलिस के पास जाता है तो पुलिस उसको FIR के रूप में दर्ज करता है। कन्विक्शन रेट क्या है बेसिकली? इस मामले में भारत बहुत पीछे अभी भी है, और इसमें सरकार का कोई भी मंशा हम लोग को नहीं दिख रहा है कि इसके ऊपर वो एक्शन लेने जा रही है कि नहीं। एक महत्वपूर्ण सवाल है। बाकी सामाजिक बदलाव, महिलाओं की सुरक्षा, और सिर्फ सुरक्षा जो है वो सुरक्षा कोई मर्दवादी सोच के तहत नहीं। अगर गांव देहात में अगर आप देखें तो वहाँ बहुत फ्रीडम की बात बहुत दूर की बात है।
बिल्कुल।
वहाँ सरकार अपना माने बुनियादी जिम्मेदारी महिलाओं को उस पूरे इलाके में अपनी गारंटी के बतौर उनको वहाँ सेफ रख पाए, ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज उनके लिए पहले है ना।
That of course is
और
important.
निश्चित तौर से वो फ्रीडम के रूप में हम लोग देखते हैं उसको।
Well, there's so much more to speak about. We're slipping into a quick break, but look at all the issues concerning women, women's safety, and whether the glass is half full or half empty. We are back after this quick break. Don't go away.
women are to be protected and not raped because ये तो हमारी इज्जत का सवाल है।